Hello everyone and welcome to Sources classes. So in this video again we have come up with a few questions pertaining to test of mathematics. So we'll be discussing a few questions in this video so that it can give you a clear idea of what kind of questions are asked in this video and what our ideal approach should be towards tackling each and one of them. So let's take a look at the first question. He has given that ABC is a triangle and PQR are respectively the midpoints of sides AB, BC and CA. Okay. Then the area of the triangle ABC is 20. Then the area of the triangle PQRR. So let's draw a triangle, say. So since there's no specified mentioning of any kind of triangle, so let's take a triangle, say A, B, C. Okay. So let this be equilateral triangle. Okay. Let this be equilateral triangle. So here what we can do is basically we'll join the midpoint. So P is the midpoint of AB. So let this point be P, this point B, and Q is the midpoint of BC. So this is R and this is Q. Okay. So let me just join these things. Okay. So we need to find the area of triangle PQR. Let me assume that the triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. So we can see that triangle, uh, let me just highlight all the triangles first. Triangle PBQ, triangle APR, triangle RQC, and finally triangle PQR. From the diagram itself, we can pretty clearly see that the entire triangle ABC is divided into four equal parts by all these four triangles, and all these triangles are similar to each other, and also they are similar with respect to the initial triangle ABC as well. So therefore, if we look to find the area of triangle PQR, so it will simply be 1 by 4th of area triangle ABC. From the diagram is pretty clear. So therefore 1 by 4 into 20 simply be 5. So option B is our answer. So it was a pretty clear-cut question pertaining to the same, because all these triangles are similar to each other. They share a common base as well, and subsequently all the sides pertaining to the same are clear as well. Because suppose this side be A, okay, this center side, if it is A, so this is also A, and this is also A, then this is A by 2, this is again A by 2, so the area will be 1 by 4th. Similarly, this will also be A by 2, A by 2, area will again be 1 by 4th, A by 2, A by 2, again 1 by 4th, so another 4th remaining, that would be the central triangle. So I hope this is clear. The approach was the same. It was a fairly simple question. Now let's move on to the second one. Yeah, so the second question being, let AC and CE be perpendicular line segments, each of length 18. Suppose B and D are the midpoint of AC and CE respectively, and F is the point of intersection of EB and AD. Then the area of triangle DEF is, okay, so let AC and CE be perpendicular segments. Okay, so let me draw two perpendicular segments initially. So first one, yeah, let this be two perpendicular segments. Okay, each of length 18. Okay, so each of them, B and D are midpoint of AC and CE. Okay, so this being B and this being D. Okay, so this is A, this is C, this is D. Okay, so 9, 9, 9 and 9. This is clear. Now what we are asked, suppose B and D midpoint CAB and F is a point of intersection of EB and AD. Okay, this is E, right? EB. So I joined EB, I joined AD. So this point is F. Okay, we just join this point as well. Then find the area of triangle DEF. So DEF. So we need to find this particular triangle's area. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Now one thing we can see from the figure itself is that triangle DEF and triangle DFC, DEF and DFC. We just highlight both this triangle. This is DFC, and this is DEF. Okay, so this is the midpoint. Yeah, so if this midpoint, so this will be perpendicular to some sort for this triangle's height, because it's the midpoint only. Oh no, the height being we can share the external height, so the base will be same, so they will have equal areas because same base and height. Okay, because they have same base and height, so this will be equal to the area of triangle BFC. Okay, BFC being this particular triangle. This triangle BFC. Okay, so therefore area of triangle DEF will be 1/3 area of triangle EBC. Okay, so now if we talk about area of triangle EBC, EBC being the big triangle, it will simply be half base is 18, height is 9, so 81. So therefore area triangle DEF will simply be 1/3 of 81, that is 27. So option C is a correct answer. So I hope this is clear as well. This was a fairly simple question based on simple observation and triangle similarity. So that's it. Let's move on to the third question. Yeah. So the third question, let F be a point on the side AD of square ABCD. Okay. Of area 256. Okay, area is given 256. So suppose the perpendicular to the line FC meets at point C, means the line segment AB extended to E. Okay, if area of the triangle CEF is 200, find the length BE. So let's do one thing. Let's first draw a square. Say this is our square. Okay, so ends being A, B, C, D, each sides being 16 because the area given is 256. So both the opposite sides, adjacent sides will simply be 16 each. So this is also 16. Now it's given that AB is extended to E. Okay, AB is extended to E. So let's extend AB to E. Say AB is being extended, and it's given that perpendicular to the line, suppose the perpendicular to the line FC, we have F be a point on AB on the side AD. Okay, so let this point be F, and we have a line FC. Okay, suppose perpendicular to the line FC at C, okay, perpendicular to the line, meets the segment AB at E. Okay, so this is 90 degree. See, this is 90 degree, and this point is E. I hope this much is clear. CEF. So this is a triangle. Okay, so this is a triangle. So area of this triangle is 200. Okay, so the area of the triangle being 200. So we need to find the length BE. We need to find this particular length. So AB is again 16. So okay. Now if we take a look at this, what are the things that we have over here? Yeah, so what we have here is that if we take a look at triangle CFD and triangle BEC, we have angle FDC. FDC is equal to angle CBE. They're both equal to 90 degrees. Okay, since they're both right angles. Now again, angle DCF will be equal to angle BCE, because angle DCB minus angle FCB will be equal to angle FCE minus angle FCB. That's the reason. So therefore we can further conclude from here is CF equal to CE, and from this particular line we can again conclude that CD equal to CB. Okay, so they are the sides of the square in general. Now area triangle CEF will be half CF CE equal to 200, which is given, so which can be further written as CE square equal to 200 half. So therefore CE comes out to be 20. Okay, C comes out to be 20. Also CB is 16, because side area of the square being 256 and square root of that is 16. So therefore BE can simply be given as root under 20 square minus 16 square, that is root under 400 minus 256, that is 144 12. So option A is the correct answer. So with that said, we have come to the end of our video. So we have discussed 3 questions in this video pertaining to constructions and geometry. So I hope all the things that we have discussed over here are clear to you and are pretty much understandable to you as well. Kindly go through all the questions that we have discussed and go through them as many times as you feel comfortable enough, and try to solve all the questions on your own so that you can get a good idea behind the approach and the concepts involved in the solving. And in case you like the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep coming up with relevant content such as this. further down the line as well. So with that, we are signing out. Thank you so much.